Paul Perillo from Patriots.com, i.e. Sunshine.com, joins us in our Town Fair Tire Studios for his regular Wednesday stint. Last week when we talked to Paul, you said you do not consider the Patriots a real Super Bowl contender. Do you still feel that way?
Nope.
You've changed your mind? That's it?
I have.
One game?
It's not the game that you think.
Oh.
It's the Buffalo-Miami game that
really?
changed my mind.
Oh.
I believe I would be really, really surprised now if the Patriots don't win the division. And that changes my entire outlook on the playoffs. So I am here to take my medicine from you three.
I don't do that.
No.
I'm not that guy. I'm not.
No.
People think I would. I don't.
You are that guy.
I'm not.
But no,
win some, lose some, Paul.
In all seriousness, I think we had a good back and forth last week. You guys know that I really enjoy that because I kind of live for that.
Yes.
But in all seriousness, Buffalo to me was just sort of been there, done that. They're going to win enough games that they need to win to get in a position that they feel most comfortable in. You lose to Miami, and Tony Romo spent the broadcast talking about a 2-game lead, which to me entirely missed the point because the head-to-head is irrelevant when you've only played once and you're going to play again.
Right.
But what's not irrelevant is that loss for Buffalo was in division. And
first tiebreaker. Well, second tiebreaker.
So that's 2 divisional losses for Buffalo. So even if Buffalo beats the Patriots in Foxborough and they pull even, the Patriots would still have the leg up with the tiebreaker, assuming they can beat the Jets twice in Miami, which I assume they will. So that, to me, changes my outlook. I think the Patriots are now the inside track for the AFC East division, but probably I think they have a really good shot at the number 1 overall seed as well. So, yes, I've changed in 1 week. I'm a little Jim Murray-like in that regard, but yes.
Okay, well, and I think it's good to handicap the road as much as anything because that's super important. Buys and home dates, those teams tend to go through. So I totally get that. Have you moved any more on the quality of the team itself in a vacuum? You know what I mean?
I think the team is good, and that was the only part that you guys were trying to make it out like, Paul doesn't believe in the team. And I know that, I know how we play. Like, I'm not, I wasn't upset about it, but I wasn't suggesting that I didn't think the Patriots were any good. And I certainly wasn't suggesting that I didn't think Drake May was MVP worthy. They are incredibly tough. And the defense has had about 4 or 5 games, Miami, Atlanta, New Orleans, this game against Tampa Bay, where they go on the field in the fourth quarter, and if the other team can make a play, they're probably going to win. And the Patriots are perfect in those situations. That's what they used to do in the old days. You might have a chance to beat them, but they're going to make the plays when the games are on the line. And that, I think, starts from Vrabel. I think he's instilled that toughness, that confidence. I didn't, as an example, I didn't love giving away a play at the end of the first half. But I think you can make a strong argument that Mike looked at that and said, I believe in my guys that they're going to score. I can play around with the clock here. I'm not sure he'd do it like that again. But I think he's instilled that into the team, and they've really come through. That play on third down where Gonzalez and Woodson converge on Cade Otton, that's a game difference. That's a difference-making play. That's a game-saving play.
I think that play's been overlooked a lot.
Yeah, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it.
Because, we talked about the fourth down blitz, and, Woodson came in and laid the hammer. He hit him hard, and he hit him clean. Like, he didn't lead with his head.
Both of them, shoulder hits, right on the ball. And if that's caught, it's a new set of downs. You're inside the 20 or, 25 or so. They're knocking on the door. They were moving the ball. And then, you put yourself in a fourth down situation. So now, hey, we got one shot to get off the field. We're going to send a blitz here and, hope this stunt with Chase on coming around works and you get home and you win.
So you think overall the defense isn't getting its share of the credit?
Yeah, and because I think that people look at the defense and they see the numbers and they're not great in a lot of areas, but they have been great when it matters most. Third down, like I said, these fourth quarter drives. And, we could go over it and look at the specifics, but those games that I mentioned, the other team had the ball with a chance to score a touchdown and take the lead / win the game. And they haven't done it yet. So I know that the red zone defense is terrible.
First possession?
The first drives,
What's
first
up with
quarter.
the first possession?
I don't know. And it's odd to me. They've tried a number of different things. I know they had, the situation with Ben McAdoo that got a lot of publicity 2 or 3 weeks ago. That didn't work. And it's not even just, like Tampa Bay's, they have some good players. So they go down and score on you, and you're like, okay, Cleveland? Cleveland goes down and scores on you. Like, the blown coverages in the red zone are what really stand out to me. And there was another one in this game where it looked like Gonzalez was playing man, and everybody else was playing zone. Yeah, I mean, I keep getting confused. But I think Gonzalez was the one that was playing differently than everybody else. The other week, Marcus Jones, I think, lost a guy. The bunch formations with Drake London, caused problems. So their red zone defense is a problem, but they don't let you get to the red zone all that often. And, yeah, I think the defense is playing better than it's given credit for.
So if you like them maybe for that 1 seed, getting the bye, where do they maybe get tripped up down the stretch here?
So I'm not going to tell you I would love the possibility of playing any of those teams, the big three, Kansas City, Baltimore, Buffalo. They all three have a reasonable chance to be seed number 5, 6, and 7.
And that'd be your first game.
That's not what you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's why I think the 1 seed is important, because at least you get the possibility of one of them.
Someone getting picked off.
One upset.
Someone gets picked off, or even if they don't, they have to play a game before,
beat up a little bit.
Look at Lamar Jackson,
right.
Is obviously banged up. He missed some practice today. So if he has to play a game and then they end up winning and you have to play them, at least, they have a little something taken out of their sails.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not telling you this is the best team in football, but I'm telling you I think they have every opportunity to win.
And the best team in football is only part of the story. Who's home? Who's got a bye? What's the road?
Who's healthy?
Who's healthy? Thank you. You can be the best team in football if you're on the road, or you're banged up, or if you're a Southern team traveling north for the conference title game. The Rams might be the best team if they're playing at Philadelphia on January 27th or whatever it is. Like, the Rams may be better, but who would you rather be?
That's a great point, because that actually happened last year.
It sure did.
The Rams were the only team that gave Philadelphia a game, and they probably should have won the game. And you could make a strong argument, if it doesn't start snowing in the second half, they probably do win the game.
Meanwhile, real quick breaking news here.
This is Breaking Sports News, powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Patriots offense is going to be down 3 key players for tomorrow night's game against the New York Jets. Kayshon Boutte, Ramondre Stevenson, tight end Austin Hooper, all ruled out. Christian Ellis, the linebacker, ruled out for tomorrow night's game as well.
Okay, we think this is going to play tomorrow night?
No, I don't think it makes sense to me. Short week, 3 of those guys. Hooper obviously suffered a concussion in the game. The other 3 missed the game. I didn't really expect them. I thought when they sort of were limited at practice, I know they didn't do much this week, that there was a chance, but it makes sense. Give them extra time. Then they have 10 days. They all should. Those 3, I think, would be ready to go.
Running back Terrell Jennings, though, he's questionable, dealing with the knee.
Yep.
If he can't go, who do they elevate from the practice squad?
I would think Dearness Johnson. Again.
Doesn't matter, Mazz. Come on.
Did you see him when he got into the game?
No.
Oh, my God. Glacial.
Okay,
They're
but
freaking glacial. Like, he looks so slow.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. He was so
You
slow.
will find anything.
0 to 90 on Ernest Johnson.
Dearness Johnson.
It was. He got in for like one play. They handed him the ball, and I'm like, oh, my God. He looks like he's going backwards. He is so slow. When he was with Cleveland, he was half decent.
The sneaky thing about the run game in that particular game was all the running plays looked like that, except for the 2 that Henderson housed.
They got to do better than that guy.
They didn't get a whole lot going on the ground in that game, but they made the 2 big plays, and that's what Vrabel's been talking about all year. We're close to making some explosive plays.
X plays, he calls them.
X plays.
That's so so annoying.
They made him in this game.
I can just hear Gresh saying X plays. My God.
Trust me, Dearness Johnson blows.
Okay, we all concur. Stephen Maine, go ahead, Steve. What do you got for us?
Yeah. I was watching this morning on the show, right? And they were talking about the Patriots and the remaining schedule. Is the opponent's 33.8% winning percentage. So I took that and I went to DraftKings and put a bundle on them for most wins. It was minus 340, which is 4 times the money. And
That's a good
I think
bet.
they're a lock for that, an absolute lock. What do you guys think?
Well, as soon as you start counting your money, you're in trouble. But
no such thing as a lock, but I like that. I like that gamble.
Should
Absolutely.
be plus 340, I think is what he meant.
probably. Oh, he said you over double your money. So, do you have to win it outright? Can you be tied for the most wins?
Oh, good question. You probably win in a tie.
I would assume.
Tied for the most wins, that counts.
So, Patriots remaining strength of schedule 338, easiest in the NFL. For example, Colts have the second hardest schedule in this down the stretch, 562. The Broncos have a 500 winning percentage down the stretch. Bills 507, Chiefs 546, Chargers 539. So they're all playing teams above 500. Broncos at 500. You're at 338 is the winning percentage of your opponents down the stretch.
Yeah,
It's a good road.
And that's basically the difference in the divisions. I'm surprised Buffalo's is as high as that, but the AFC West teams, the three of them, really good teams. The Chargers, Broncos, and Chiefs, and they have to play each other.
Here's Jack in Beckett. Go ahead, Jack.
Hi, thank you for taking my call, guys. I'm going to say something that nobody has said, and I know you guys might not agree with me, but I think it's a disgrace that if you wanted Brady to be a part of the area, you let him go to another team to get a stake in an NFL franchise. I have a hard time believing that Kraft wasn't aware that Brady wanted to buy a stake in the NFL franchise.
Oh, he knew. Oh, stop it.
Yep.
So, I'm with you. Like, Patriot for life. I'm a Patriot. I'm a Patriot for life. He's a Patriot for life. No, he's a Raider because you weren't willing to cut him in, and the Raiders were. So, enough of that book. See, I think the Brady stuff here, it feels like largely for profit, and it's bullcrap. It's like some sort of thing to enhance their brand or some sort of venture or something where Gronkowski came back and did this because, again, a gal in the office had cancer and one of her wishes was that he retired a Patriot.
Correct.
And he donates a park where he doesn't have to do all that stuff, and he still lives here. And it just feels a little more organic.
Personal.
And real for Rob Gronkowski. With Brady and Kraft, I look at both of those guys and say, what's the angle? There's some sort of angle here. I'm getting angled. And I just don't feel that way with Gronkowski, whether you care or not, Murray.
You listened to Gronk today. Did you guys hear
I
him
haven't
at all?
heard it yet.
It's just it's the full Gronk. He's just the same guy, just laughing and joking around. And
He's a human golden retriever.
But he was terrific. You know, and I do think some of this stuff. And is it corny? Maybe a little bit, but I think it's genuine with him. I think he really does want to leave his mark here. In the city, he did a ton of stuff behind the scenes that never got publicized in terms of hospitals and charitable visits and work and stuff like that. And he did. This was because of a woman named Susan Hurley, who does a lot of charitable endeavors around Boston, mostly with the marathon, and has worked with the Patriots Charitable Foundation. She's the one that asked Robert Kraft, can we make this happen? And that's why what happened today happened.
So Gronk's growing on me in a good way.
He's authentic. He feels like a genuinely fun-loving guy. There are times it got irritating with him and the Patriots and him and Belichick, but I don't think he's a phony.
How about Joyce and Waltham on this very thing? Go ahead, Joyce.
Hi, how are you? Well, just speaking of Gronk, I was just curious about whether he gets paid or not for signing a contract for one day.
I don't know.
No, he does
it's
not.
ceremonial. It's just
He does not, although he was looking for a signing bonus today. But again, that's
if I played for Belichick, I'd want one too.
So Robert Kraft made a joke as he was introducing him, saying, we are playing the Jets tomorrow night. Can we make this a 2-day contract? And Gronk, of course, said, well, it depends what the signing bonus is.
James in Dorchester on one of the two things we talked coming out of the game. Henderson going into the end zone instead of taking the knee at the end there. Go ahead, James.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I wanted to talk about it in relation to the end of the first half. Do you think the coaching staff, in that split second thought, let's not get cute, let's go up by 2? Because, if they somehow, screwed up at the end there, I would have really been second-guessing Vrabel.
So
I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, I don't think it's a screw-up going into the end zone, but I think in hindsight the better play would have been to Get down.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't think that necessarily. I totally get what the caller is trying to allude to, but I don't think that came into play. I actually, and I've been told, I haven't really seen a sideline look, but we have people on the side. There was some mixed signals there. Some of the coaching staff was telling him to go down. Others, I don't think were, and I think there was some cross signals.
Someone sent me a clip. I don't know if you got the email. No, when he came to the bench, when Henderson came to the bench, Vrabel patted him on the head and pointed to the ground.
Yeah.
As if to say, yeah, get down.
Yeah. And you could see they showed May. Drake May, in the moment was telling him to get down. I agree with the way you said it. I would never fault a guy in that situation for going. Let's put it this way. If he goes in and scores a touchdown and you're up, 2 touchdowns, 12 points, whatever it was.
And you lose.
With a minute and a half left, it's not on Trevion Henderson.
Thank you.
You should be able to close out.
So,
one.
I mean,
if you can't come up with a stop.
where there is no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not his fault. I got you.
It's just a lot to ask in that spot because it's not like it's one thing if you're inside the 20 and it's ticking down and there's the 2-minute warning and now you're talking about it and you've come out of the sidelines. You're not expecting to score.
No
from
one's
your
expecting to score from 70
line.
yards out.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're at your 31. If you're at their 31 and there's TV timeouts or stoppages, yes, the coach should be there saying, listen,
we want to stop short of the end zone.
Stop short of the end zone. But you don't do it at you're not having that conversation at your 31. So I'm impressed that he even thought of it in the first place.
Me too.
But do you agree that at the end of the day, final analysis, if he had gone down, they probably would have.
The game's over.
Game's over if he goes down.
Yeah, oh yeah. You could, because people have gotten confused because Tampa had 2 timeouts, not realizing they would have had to use one before.
Believe me, yes.
Okay, so you got.
I'll show you the.
No,
deluge.
we don't have to. We don't have to rehash it. Then they had to use one of those timeouts before first down.
Right.
So they could have kneeled on the ball 3 times and run the clock.
We had to go to clock management school after that one, Paul.
Taken to the clock management email woodshed.
I'll invite you to my class next year. I do that a lot.